This video was brought to you in part by the supporters of the AMTV Patreon. Thank you. Hi there guys, it's Adam Martyn here, and welcome back to another installment of the Now Review. And this time we have another new spin-off release, but not just in CD form, but also on vinyl. And for the Now series, I've got to say, this is another new theme for them. We had electronic earlier in January, so now join me as we delve into, now that's what I call, punk and new wave. So, punk as a genre is not really one I'm well versed in. It's never been one that's appealed to me greatly. Of course, it got its big rise in the mid to late 70s and has sort of carried on ever since. New wave, I guess, sort of erupted towards the start of the 80s. A lot of new sounds were coming in, a lot of new bounds. I think it's the New Romantics, I believe they were called, that sort of band. So there's going to be quite a mix punk and new wave on here. So I'm really excited actually to delve into this and see what we've got. In terms of the cover art, you can see on both of them the dominant colours are yellow and pink, which I believe, and again, punk fans, you could correct me if I'm wrong, that might be paying homage to like a certain punk or new wave album. The way the text is formed on both of them, that reminds me of like the Sex Pistols. I think they did that for God Save the Queen or Anarchy in the UK, I'm not sure which one. But it all seems very much keeping with the theme. You've got like a safety pin in the word now, which I think was associated with punks a lot. You've got the breaking of the chain, all that sort of stuff. It's a really striking cover actually, and I think they've really done well in picking the colours and the motifs there. Punk is symbolised in pink and new wave is symbolised in black. Again, nice to stand out the two genres. So yeah, I think without further ado, we'll get into these and we'll start, as always, with the CD. Okay, so let's have a look at this here track list. So kicking off, you have London Calling by The Clash. That song I do know, very iconic song of its time, as is Teenage Kicks by The Undertones. You have Buzzcocks with Ever Fallen in Love with Someone You Shouldn't Have, The Stranglers with No More Heroes, Suey and the Banshees with Hong Kong Garden, The Rosillos with Top of the Pops, The Ramones with Sheena is a Punk Rocker, I think I know that one, Iggy Pop with Lust for Life, and Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers with Roadrunner. Just to point out, a lot of these songs I'm probably not going to give much commentary on because I simply don't know them, which I've said before is actually quite exciting for me. I love discovering songs for the first time or songs I'm not too familiar with. But let's jump on over to CD2 for a second. Kicking off with The Jam and Going Underground. Now, I do know that one. I think most people know that one. Classic song of its era and its genre. The Police with Can't Stand Losing You. The Boomtown Rats with Rat Trap. Blondie with Hanging on the Telephone. I do know that one actually, quite a nice. I'm pretty big Blondie. I do like Blondie's music is what I'm trying to say. Pretenders with Brass in Pocket. Dexy's Midnight Runners with Gino. Ian Drury and the Blockheads with Hit Me with Your Rhythm Stick. Yes, I am familiar with that song. I think my parents might have had that as a 7-inch vinyl single. But yeah, quite the iconic song in many ways. Lena Lovitch, I think that's how you say her name, with Lucky Number. Sorry if I've got that wrong. Toya's here with Aya. Is it Aya? Iya? Oh, I wish there were names I could pronounce. Adam and the Ants with Dog Eat Dog. Bow Wow Wow with Go Wild in the Country. So, as you can see, again, a lot of songs I'm not too familiar with, but hey, I'm very excited to hear them. So you have X-Ray Specs back on CD1 with Germ 3 Adolescence. Sounds quite interesting. The Damned with Love Song. Skids and Into the Valley. XTC with Making Plans for Nigel. Squeeze with Cool for Cats. The Tom Robinson Band with 2468 Motorway. Elvis Costello with Watching the Detectives. Then jumping on over to CD2, you have Hazel O'Connor with 8th Day, Tenpole Tudor with Swords of a Thousand Men, Generation X with King Rocker, Dr. Feelgood with Milk and Alcohol, the Barracudas and Summer Fun, and the Piranhas. Sorry, the Barracudas and the Piranhas. The Piranhas with Tom Hark, Sham 69 with If the Kids Are United, and just to finish off CD1 there, you have Joe Jackson with Is She Really Going Out With Him, you have Jags with Back of My Hand, Secret Affair with Time for Action, The Motors with Airport. I think that's another 7-inch single that my parents had back in the day. And The Cars with My Best Friend's Girl. And Patti Smith with Because of the Night. I do know that one. Sadly, and it might make me sound like pop trash, but I think I know Because of the Night because of the Cascada cover from the 2000s. But hey, that's just me. So back to CD2, finishing that off, you have Automatic Lover with the Vibrators, with Automatic Lover. Department S with Is Vic There? The Only Ones with Another Girl, Another Planet, Mink DeVille with Spanish Stroll, and Yellow Dog with Just One More Night. So across those two CDs, you have 45 tracks. Already quite a lot going for it. Okay, jumping on over to CD3 then, we're kicking off with the B-52s and Rock Lobster. Don't really know that song. Diva with Whip It, I'm pretty sure I've heard Whip It. Is that classed as punk or new wave? I never thought it was. The Flying Lizards with Money. Martha and the Muffins, great name, with Echo Beach. The Cure with The Forest. Joy Division with Love Will Tear Us Apart, a very iconic song of its day and genre. I do know that one. It still gets played a lot, actually, today. Joe Jackson with It's Different for Girls. The Regents with 17. Interesting spelling there. And then jumping on over to CD4, we're kicking off with U2 and I Will Follow. Yes, U2, they've been around for ages, haven't they? Like 40 years or something. The Members with Sound of the Suburbs. The Ruts with Babylon's Burning. The Boomtown Rats again with She's So Modern. X-Ray Specs with Identity. Suey and the Banshees are here again with Christine. The Jam, once again, with Down in the Tube Station at Midnight. The Ramones with Baby I Love You. You have Squeeze with Up the Junction. We're back on CD3 now. You have The Tourists with I Only Want to Be With You. Is that a cover of the Dusty Springfield song? Split Ends with I Got You. The Psychedelic Furs with Pretty in Pink. Love Song by Simple Minds. Ultravox with an exclamation mark with Rock. Is that how you pronounce that? Really? They did that? You have Marianne Faithfull with Broken English. Grace Jones, yes, that Grace Jones with Private Life. The Slits with I Heard It Through the Grapevine. I'm assuming that's a cover of the Marvin Gaye classic. Ian Drury and the Blockheads are back with What a Waste. Just to jump to CD4, you've got Blondie with Dennis. Pretenders with Kid. The Stranglers with Duchess, a lot of one-word titles. The Teardrop Explodes, does it really, with Reward. Adam and the Ants with Kings of the Wild Frontier. Bow Wow Wow with C30, C60, C90 Go. Is that referring to the tape stock of cassette tapes? Public Image Limited with Public Image. Well, that's what it says on the tin. Magazine with Shot by Both Sides. The Runaways with Cherry Bomb. And just to finish things off on CD3, you have Rich Kids with Rich Kids. Well, again, does what it says on the tin. Sham 69 with Angels with Dirty Faces. The Dickies with Banana Splits. And is that Jilted? Jilted John. It's Jilted John. A lot of similar titles here. And then on CD4, you have My Sharona by The Knack. Has My Sharona ever been considered punk or new wave in the slightest? If it has, please do let me know, because I just didn't think it was. Eddie and the Hot Rods with Do Anything You Want to Do. Skids with Working for the Yankee Dollar. The Vapors with Turning Japanese. That was a very strange one-hit wonder, wasn't it? Certainly a new wave song. And finally, Toy Dolls with Nelly the Elephant. So there you go. That is your full track list, and I believe that makes for a grand total of 89 tracks. Okay, so that was the album. Let's just open it up a sec, see what we've got inside. The advert is, oh look at that, also available, a selection of tracks on double vinyl. Don't worry, we'll be looking at that in just a minute. You've got the chain motif running through here again, and follow now on all their social medias, of course. Disc-wise, all the discs are nice, bright pink. That's a lovely shade of pink, actually. You'll love that. And it's got the breaking chain motif. All of them are the same. They're all pink. All have the same title, all with that same motif. But again, I think colour-wise, they've really done a solid job with the yellow and pink contrast. It just, even this camera doesn't do it justice. It just looks so good. So good. So now, normally at this point, I'd give my thoughts on like the track list in general, but considering I'm not really a punk guy, a bit more of a new wave guy, but considering neither genre is my forte, that's going to be quite interesting to do. But we have another aspect of this to look at, of course, don't we? So let's have a look at the vinyl version. Okay, so here it is. Here's the vinyl version. Now that's what I call punk and new wave. As you can see, the covers are pretty much the similar. A few things have been rearranged. It's still got that lovely yellow and pink, and it's still got a lot of the artists on the front there. Now, this is a 2 LP set, so not 3 LPs like the yearbook series. So out of all the 89 tracks on the CD release, you're not going to get all 89 of them on here, let's be real. So let's flip this on over, and let's see what we do have. So LP 1 side A, we've got London Calling, Teenage Kicks, No More Heroes, Hong Kong Garden, Top of the Pops, Sheena is a Punk Rocker, Sound of the Suburbs, Babylon's Burning, and Lust for Life. So there's 9 tracks there, and I mean, when you're having to select these things, I've got to admit, those tracks, they're more of the ones that I know, which I guess is what they may be going for the vinyl version, more of like the mainstream. Let's see what we've got on side B. So we've got Going Underground, we've got Can't Stand Losing You, Rat Trap, Hanging on the Telephone, Brass in Pocket, Germ-Free Adolescence, Roadrunner, Cherry Bomb, and Jilted John. So another 9 tracks there, so that's 18 tracks in total on LP1. Down to LP2, you've got Rock Lobster, Whip It, Money, Cool for Cats, Making Plans for Nigel, 2468 Motorway, Is She Really Gonna Go Out With Me, or Is She Really Going Out With Me, sorry, and Because the Night. So that's 8 tracks there, so that's grand total is up to 26. And on side B, you have I Will Follow, Into the Valley, Dog Eat Dog, Gino, Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick, of course, Echo Beach, A Forest, and Love Will Tear Us Apart. So another 8 tracks there, which means, dear viewers, on this final release on 2 LPs, you have a grand total of 34 tracks. So you've had a look at the track list. As mentioned, it's 34 tracks across 2 LPs, but let's have a look at the LPs themselves. So I'll just show you one of them because they're both pretty much the same. So opening this up here, the colour this time, because there always are, is pink. Look at that, lovely neon pink. Again, the camera doesn't do it as much justice, but it's a really gorgeous shade of pink. I don't know if you call it hot pink or neon pink or something, but it looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to have this spinning on my turntable, absolutely. So, as I say, both discs are like this. The cover image in the center of the logo is the same as well. So if you like a bit of pink, then you'll love this vinyl release. So in terms of the vinyl release, where can you get this bad boy from? Well, it's available, I believe, from HMV. It's available, I think, from Amazon and not too many other places. And this is a limited edition vinyl pressing. I believe with these it's only a couple of thousand get pressed. So particularly if you're a big punk or new wave fan and you want like a nice compilation of tracks, or if you're a now fan who likes collecting vinyl, then I'd absolutely pick this up because chances are it's not going to be around for very long. In terms of its retail price, at HMV it is £26.99, so round that up. So it's about £27 for a double vinyl album filled with 34 punk and new wave hits. Just looking at both of them again, obviously the CD is going to be more accessible. That is $9.99. The CD, again, available from HMV, available from Amazon, available possibly from some supermarkets if your supermarket still has a CD section left. So, and if you want 89 tracks as opposed to 34, so you know that's an extra 55 tracks, then you probably want to get the CD version. But again, as mentioned, if you like vinyl, if you like punk and new wave and you want to grab it before it's gone, then I would suggest picking up the vinyl version of this, because once it's gone, it's gone. In terms of the track list, as I said, the songs I do know out of here, the very few that I do know, I do quite like. So I'm excited to give punk especially a second chance. Delve into this album properly, listen to these hits to see whether I enjoy them or not. But also, just as a release, I think this is a very gorgeous release in terms of colour, in terms of design. And yeah, again, I'd say if you're a punk new wave fan, then yeah, maybe check this out. Some of you might think, Adam, some of these tracks are nothing to do with punk and new wave. They couldn't be punk or new wave in the slightest. And if that is the case, do let me know in the comments. As I say, I'm quite a novice to this genre. Have now done us dirty on the punk and new wave theming? You'll have to let me know. But that's all for this installment of the Now Review. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you did enjoy it, please leave a like on this video. It really helps us out. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please do consider subscribing to the channel. We'd love to have you aboard. I've been Martyn from AMTV. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.